Considering how much time it took for humans to accomplish aviation, it is fascinating to see that flight has evolved in nature not once, but three times independently and in vastly different ways each time. So hey guys, welcome to Prehistoric History, and today we're going to talk about the evolution of flight. Flight is an extraordinary adaptation that helps organisms escape predators, find food, and explore vast territories. But why did flight even evolve in the first place? For many organisms, the transition to flight likely began as a means of evasion and foraging. As early creatures faced competition as well as dangers such as predators, the ability to fly offered a distinct advantage, a means of escape as well as a means of ambush. First, we will talk about the group that most likely comes to mind first when one thinks flight: birds. The evolution of flight in birds is a remarkable journey of transformation. Their wings are actually modified forelimbs with feathers allowing for lift, allowing air to pass through the wings, among many other functions. If you actually look at the skeleton of a bird, you can very clearly see that those wings are actually just arms with fused bones, looking very similar to those of their non-avian dinosaur cousins. The development of a lightweight and hollow bone structure along with a keel sternum allowed for birds to have the muscle attachment for powerful flapping. Flight opened up a world of opportunities for birds, allowing them to exploit aerial food sources, migrate long distances, and evade ground predators. The famous Archaeopteryx illustrates this evolution from dinosaur to bird, showing the transition of how the arms eventually and slowly fused into the wing bones. Next, we have bats, the only mammals in the world capable of powered flight. Bats, similar to birds, evolved their wings from their forelimbs, but with a vastly different structure. Their flexible wing membranes stretch between their elongated fingers, allowing for incredible maneuverability and control. The advantages of flight for bats are profound. They can escape predators, access high altitude food sources, and travel vast distances to find food similar to birds. In addition to that, echolocation enables bats to hunt efficiently in the dark, and coupled with their ability of flight makes them highly adaptable nocturnal predators. Now let's continue on with pterosaurs, the first ever vertebrates and also the largest vertebrates to ever conquer the skies. These flying reptiles lived during the Mesozoic from 215 to 65 million years ago and had wings that were similar to bats, made of a membrane stretched between an elongated forefinger and their ankles. The largest of these pterosaurs, the Esdacids, on which we have a whole video, grew up to 9 feet in height, that's much taller than a giraffe, and had a wingspan of 30 feet. They had some special adaptations to help them fly despite their weight. Next up are the insects, the most successful as well as the first flyers of the animal world. I was actually personally interested in arthropod flight since a long time because, as you can see, that unlike the previous three groups where you can see that the wings are obviously derived from the arms of their ancestors, aerial insects have wings but still somehow they just keep all six of their legs as well. So insects developed flight over 300 million years ago, and their wings probably evolved from lobes or outgrowths near the legs of an ancestral crustacean. Yes, crustacean, and those lobes slowly moved up their backs, eventually evolving into wings. This adaptation provided insects with a significant advantage: the ability to escape from predators, diversify to new habitats from the deadliest rainforests to your homes, and access food sources such as nectar. Their varied wing forms and flapping styles allow for incredible agility and maneuverability, enabling insects to thrive in diverse environments. What's fascinating about these four groups is that they represent an example of convergent evolution, where multiple unrelated species develop similar traits to adapt to similar environmental conditions. The independent evolution of flight in pterosaurs, insects, birds, and bats showcases nature's incredible creativity and adaptability. So, I hope you guys learned something new today. Please like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you loved it, stay tuned, and bye bye.